Okay, my friend, we're going to move to Old Trafford, and you're going to tell me how the youngsters of Manchester United are dragging them back into some contention. You're going to tell me about possible European place. Have they still got a chance for top four? And you're going to tell me about an injury to Lisandro Martinez that didn't look great, and reports are that it could be something a little bit more long-term than they first thought.
Yeah, well, I'll start with that, Rob. And it's one of them where his leg kind of got stuck a little bit, and the weight of a player kind of buckled it a little bit in his knee. Again, we don't know how bad it is. He tried to continue, I believe, and then he went off sub.
I mean, he's such great.
Is he? He's such an important player, Rob. I mean, I know there was the whole thing about his height and everything else, but if you notice that he's come back in the centre back, and not only are they defending better, but there's a spirit about it. They're all high-fiving and they're fist pumping each other, and he has that energy. He's a good defender. And Maguire got a start today. I mean, Maguire made a couple of mistakes again, and the goalkeeper helped him out, and so that is a real blow. Casemiro back in the midfield. He's holding in midfield. It's not two alongside. He plays on his own. To his left is Bruno. To his right is Mainu. There was a shot, Rob. I think the goal scorers are Garnacho got a couple of goals, and Rasmus Højlund scored a goal. And there's one shot. I think it was Mainu, Garnacho, and Rasmus Højlund sat together, sitting on the advertising thing. Yeah. The shot was from behind their arms. You got to think that's a bright future for Manchester United. I think that they going forward, Rob, to summarise the game a little bit, they look really dangerous in possession, playing their football now a lot better, but obviously in the counter-attack as well. They're so quick on the counter-attack, so much talent. I mean, Højlund takes his goal really well. Lovely, classy little fake inside, right foot into the corner, and Garnacho is going to be a star player. All right, I think he's going to be a star player. He's going to be better than Rashford ever is or ever would be. He's going to be certainly better than Anthony. He's going to be right up there. And I'm chucking that in right now. I think he's a special talent that's getting better with more games, with more first team, with more maturity. I think he's going to be a very, very good player for them. And the striker looks like he's getting comfortable, and the goals are coming. It looks like scoring all the time now. They weren't coming in the Premier League. They were coming in the Champions League. He had really good finishes. So he knew he could do it. The problem is defensively for Manchester United, and there's work to be done there. It's like what was I thinking of? It's like they and Maguire played, so this may be a big part of it. I know that our Danny Higginbotham talks about if it's not quick defenders, they drop off. Yeah, the United want to go forward, and there's big spaces between them, and I agree with him. If Manchester United, Rob, were more aggressive in a higher line, right, and we've seen that with Liverpool, we see it with Spurs, we see it with Aston Villa. What that does, it keeps the game in their opponent's half. It keeps them pinned in, and they don't get played through as much. They can get played through, Man United, because of the spaces between the defensive line, the midfield line, and the front players. It gets a little bit too big. Higher line, push them in, and you're a little bit vulnerable over the top, and that's the problem, and that's what Maguire got caught with the ball over the top, and that's why he makes them a little bit deeper. So, quicker defenders in the recruitment window, higher line, because the attacking stuff is looking better. I'm not going to say it's brilliant because the data and fact right now still isn't amazing. They've still got -1 goal difference, but those the Mainu's silky player, Garnacho's improving by the week, and so is Rasmus Højlund. Rashford looks happier and brighter and had a few moments, but it's a good-looking front four when you chuck in there Bruno Fernandes and Kobbie Mainoo with his prompting in midfield. So. Reasons to be optimistic. It was a good, solid 90 minutes that we don't often get from Manchester United against a team, by the way, in West Ham that they can frustrate you. They can park the bus, they can play deep, and they can frustrate you. But this is a classy day for Manchester United where we've jumped on them when they've been awful or inconsistent. Sure. And maybe so I'm not saying, Rob, I'm not saying things like, well, Højlund did something amazing. They played pretty crappy, but somebody did something special. This wasn't that. This isn't one of those. This was. They look really good. They look really good in the attacking phase. Keep hold of that, please, and be stronger. They conceded. I mean, this is a clean sheet, but they've conceded a lot of goals before that. That continues to be I mean, there's a clean sheet in this game, but there was chances. That's where they can get better. But this was pretty encouraging, Rob.
Yeah, 6th in the table, mate. If they could have a great run and maybe have a look at one of them Champions League or certainly European footballs, that's got to be the aim for Ten Hag. Not a great day for David Moyes returning back to Old Trafford. Didn't obviously see much of this game, just some highlights and things, but didn't have too many looks. I didn't see West Ham, and Onana made a decent save early from a deflected effort and 1 or 2 efforts second half, but didn't look as though it was quite their day for West Ham.
Not as defensively strong as you might expect. Calvin Phillips again made a big error. Yeah, but he came on and made a big error, getting caught on the ball. Yeah. He's in that position, and it's so interesting because people don't realise how hard it is in general in the Premier League, and particularly in midfield, and particularly going back to the back four to link things together. You have got no safety net. If you're not quite sharp, you make the bad decision, your touch isn't perfect, then the opponents will take the ball off you. Happened again. He looks like down in the dumps. And David Moyes he's got to do a job on it.
It's a hard one, isn't it? Because he hasn't played much football.
Rob.
You can train as much as you want.
I know.
We know training.
Well,
match game. You need to play games, and you need match fitness, and that's something obviously he's going to have to get. But hopefully he can. For him and for England. And,
absolutely.
And, get his career back on track and get up to speed.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.